What's going on? What's going on? I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. Before I get started, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate your support. This episode is actually, believe it or not, it's getting up there. It's episode 195, 195 episodes. And again, I'm always thankful and grateful to God for the blessing to be able to come on my platform and do what I do each Wednesday. And I'm so grateful for your support. This particular topic is something that I pretty much hold near and dear to my heart because I really do believe the importance of this. So this actually is the importance of kindness and the impact of kindness. That's what this particular episode is about, the impact of kindness. And believe it or not, it's interesting when you think about it because it really does start with one act of kindness, just one, right? And then that thing should mushroom into a few different things. So kindness changes others' perspectives. It changes your feelings. It changes how you view things and how you view other people. So could you imagine one singular act of kindness towards your fellow man or woman or child will spur so many other things in a positive direction? For some odd reason, I'm not sure what's going on where it's hard to show that one singular act of kindness. I don't get it. So I was brought up and raised in my household where you were always supposed to be kind to one another. My mother wouldn't have it any other way, period, right? So it didn't matter what was going on. It didn't matter if you had something negative to say. My mother wasn't about negative energy. So we couldn't come home and complain about something without giving her a full narrative of why we were upset, what was going on, what role we played in it, and to find some type of solution where it always evolved around the impact of being kind to somebody else, no matter how you felt, right? That taught me something as a child. So it taught me that you can have a disagreement, of course. You know, nobody's as happy and smiling all the time. You can have a disagreement, but here's the thing. The accountability and understanding what role you played in that act. Once you start washing away all of that, you start to find the commonality of what's important with that individual or whatever that situation was. Before you know it, if you start to look at it through a lens where kindness prevails, you can get rid of, you can dismiss all that other anger and all that other stuff. Your heart softens. That's what I found to be very, very common with the way my mother taught myself and my brothers and my sisters to deal with issues and to deal with people. Once you get the anger out of the way, you start to see where at least an understanding of you may not agree, you may even disagree. But if you're disagreeing with kindness, what I mean by that is if you have a disagreement with somebody and it's respectful, 9 times out of 10, things tend to work out. If you have a disagreement with somebody and you're being a jerk about it, 9 times out of 10, that person, it's not going to hit their ears where you can even meet them halfway in that discussion or that disagreement because you're yelling and screaming, they're yelling and screaming. There is no room to build kindness within that resolution, none whatsoever. So my mom always taught us, listen, how about you listen to what's being said and really understand somebody else's point of view, somebody else's perspective. And then hopefully they can then understand your point of view and understand your perspective and know that we're all different. We all may have a difference of opinion, but you can still be kind about it, right? That was one way of at least the way I was brought up, right? Now, an act of kindness has always been, if you see somebody down on their luck and they need a helping hand and you have the ability to do that, an act of kindness is always, that, paying it forward, so to speak. Or if you're in a position to help someone, versus hurt someone, if you're in a position where you got to make a choice between taking advantage of somebody or helping someone, and you decide to help them, that's an act of kindness. Obviously, taking advantage of someone in a situation where they really need you and you know they need you and you take advantage of that person, no, that's not an act of kindness. And it's rather crummy to do that. But again, it just starts with one act of kindness. I really hope that we get back to that. The totality of a society as a whole, I hope we get back. It sounds so simple, but for some odd reason, it seems to be difficult to do. One singular act of kindness literally changes the world. And I know that sounds, hyperbolic and all. One singular act of kindness can change the world. By a multitude of people, of course, because that's what it's going to take. It just, again, it blows my mind. And I'm hoping through the course over these next few months, moving into the next few years, God willing, that becomes a resounding message and almost like a heartbeat throughout society where people start to go back to that. Just be kind to one another. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And hopefully that's in a respectful and kind way, steeped in morals, steeped in values, and steeped in humility. That's what I'm praying for. So once again, just keep it in mind. It always starts with just one act of kindness. I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. I'll see you next week. Thank you.